Welcome to my channel. So before we start, before I explain my trades on Bank Nifty or on crude, there are some basic things that you have to know. All right. So the first thing is I do not use any kind of indicators to trade. All the trades that I take are purely based on price action. Second, the setups that I've shared on the channel are only for educational purposes. These are my personal trades. If you can understand the analysis and you're able to interpret the analysis correctly, you're feel free to trade them. But if you don't understand the concepts or if you're confused with something, I would definitely say that don't risk your money if you don't understand the concepts that I'm sharing in this channel. Okay, and all the trades that I have shared in this channel or I've shared in this particular video are my personal trades for today, and everything mentioned in this channel is purely for educational purposes. I am not responsible for any of the losses that you make in the stock market. I am not a SEBI registered trader. I have no experience. I have no formal experience trading. I'm just a normal retail trader who's been trading the market for some time, and I just want to share my experiences with you. So we'll just start off right away. Yeah, so this was the setup for Bank Nifty that was shared on the Discord channel. Okay, so what exactly has happened is Bank Nifty has been in a downward channel for quite some time. Now, what exactly is a channel? Now, to understand that, I'll just explain it briefly within a few seconds, and maybe in the coming days, I'll give you a detailed video on what exactly channel patterns are. But for the time being, let's just say you have two trend lines. All right, you have two trend lines, and the stock is moving down in between those two trend lines. So let's say my stock for Bank Nifty right now is moving in between these two trend lines. Exactly what is happening over here. Yeah, my stock is moving in between those two trend lines. Now, what exactly happens is, what exactly the market psychology behind this is that from here the buyers are trying to push the price up. Correct? The buyers are trying to push the price up from here using this trend line as my support, and the sellers are trying to push my price down from here. So that line is going to act as my resistance. Okay, so the stock is forming lower highs and lower lows, which is clearly indicating that the stock is very bearish. Okay, now the thing about the market is that there is always a correction is going to happen. Okay, the market cannot be in a downward movement forever. All right, so what happens is this channel, it gets broken and the stock starts to move up. Now, what I've noticed in most cases is that, or what most traders do is that as soon as the trend line is broken, that is, as soon as this trend line is broken over here, you get a green candle above this, you enter the position. But I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but that's not the right way to take a trade, right? You should wait for your support to be broken and then retest it. Once it's retested, then you can go for a buy position. That's the only way in which you can stay safe from false breakouts. All right, so what I do is I wait for a retracement. All right, so what exactly has happened is at 11:45 I have shared the setup for Bank Nifty. That this was the setup that I had shared. I had told that Bank Nifty has given a breakout from this channel over here, right? It has given me a breakout from this channel and it has given me a retest back to this level. Now, what I am expecting is I'm expecting Bank Nifty to continue moving up to the next supply zone. All right. Now, what exactly is supply zone is going to be a question that most of you traders are having. So supply zone and demand zone are basically like support and resistance. Okay, it's the same concept. So let's just say if the stock has moved from here, I would most probably looking for the stock to hit the next resistance level. So the next resistance in this chart is going to be over here. This is going to be my next resistance. Why is it going to be my next resistance? I'll tell you. See, history repeats itself in the market. So let's say a level was earlier a support level. Yeah, this was earlier acting as a support level. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches. Yeah, it was earlier acting as a support. Okay, once the support is broken, there is a high chance that this support will become a new resistance. It's like that in the market. That's the psychology that the market follows. Okay, history keeps getting repeated in the market. So what I'll be targeting is I'll be targeting a buy from here all the way till here. Okay, so this is what I had shared in the live chart on the live Discord channel. All right, this was the setup that I had shared on the live Discord channel. Now we'll just go to the charts. Now market is already closed. It is around 10:44 p.m. I have closed all my positions. I finished. I closed my positions on crude as well. I'll explain those trades also, but for now we'll just go with Bank Nifty. All right, so I'll just open up the charts on Zerodha and show you what the setup has done. Okay, so this right here, yeah. So this right here was the setup that I was watching for Bank Nifty. All right, so it's a pretty straightforward setup. Now I'll show you certain tools that you can use. So like I mentioned, parallel channel. So you just go to this section over here. Yeah, click on it and you have a parallel channel option. So I'm just going to mark this parallel channel. Yeah, so I've marked this parallel channel right around over here. Yeah, so it's not a very perfect channel, but that's how things are in the market. You cannot expect a perfect setup as long as I'm concerned. All right, so what has happened is now what I am going to do is I'm just going to zoom out, look at the previous day's data. So what exactly this part of the chart I'm going to look, and I'm going to mark a few zones. Okay, I'm going to mark some supply zones and demand zones. So the first thing that I notice is that let's say here there is one zone, there's one demand zone. The next zone that I can see is over here. Yeah, the next zone that I can see is over here. Now the zone after that is over here. Yeah, so why exactly have I marked these zones? Because these zones have acted as a support earlier, and now they will definitely act as a resistance, like I've said in my earlier video. Okay, now what has happened is you can see right around over here, it has formed a very good price action pattern. Yeah, it's formed a double bottom. All right, so one bottom, two bottoms. Yeah, it's formed a double bottom pattern. All right, so how do we trade a double bottom pattern? That is going to be the next question what most of you traders are going to have. So what we do is we wait for the setup to break out. All right, we wait for the setup to break out and then we mark the supply and demand zones inside this. So I'll just go to a lower time frame. I'll go to a 3-minute time frame and we'll just wait for the charts to load. So I have gone to a 3-minute time frame and I'm taking a look at what exactly the stock has given. So I'll just take the volume charts as well. Yeah, just to show you what exactly is happening. Yeah, so right around over here, you can see that the volume has steadily started increasing. All right, so it has given me a good breakout. Now I'm looking for a good entry into this. All right, yeah, so I'll just mark some more zones so that I'll be able to get a better entry, right? So I'll just mark those in red. Yeah, so right around over here, there is a zone. Am I correct? Because you can see the stocks have tried to push above this level once, twice, thrice, and 4 times. So that has acted as that particular zone has acted as a very good resistance before. So once that resistance gets broken, what I'll be looking for is I'll be looking for a rejection at that particular zone so that it becomes a new support. So what is happening is my earlier resistance is getting broken and then it's getting retested and then it's becoming a new support. So how exactly do I understand whether it's become a new support or whether it has become or whether it's just a false breakout? So if you're a price action trader, you might be familiar with these 3 candle types. So the first candle type is called as your inverted, your hammer candle. Second one is called as your shooting star. Yeah, and the third one is called as your doji candle. So if you get these candles, if you take a look at these candles, what you can see common is the fact that they have very long wicks. Okay, and long wicks actually indicate that there is rejection at that particular zone. So as of now, I've not taken any entry, but when I see this particular candle, this candle right around over here, you can see that it's a very good shooting star candle. Yeah, it's a very good candle. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a buy position over there. Yeah, so I did not take it in futures. I took it in options. I had taken a buy position in options. I had taken 21,500 and 21,600 options. Call options. Yeah, so this would have been a very good entry point. I would have kept my stop loss somewhere around here because there is a level over here as well. Yeah, so there is a level over here. If you see 1 2 3 4, so it has acted as a very good resistance, and my target would have been the next supply zone. So if you see, this is a one supply zone and this is the next supply zone. So I was planning to take the trade till here, till this supply zone, and that's exactly what I did. I took it till here. I got around 150 points, and once I was done with 150 points, I just exited my trade. Okay, it didn't go much more above that. It did go more above that, but once I saw this candle right over here, yeah, I'll just zoom in. Once I saw this candle over here, this candle, yeah, this candle right over here, I had an intuition that the stock might fall down a lot. See, because the sellers have tried to push the price down a lot, which means sellers are becoming more and more active. So that is exactly why I took an exit with 150 points, and I did not let the trade to run even more. Okay, so this was the first trade that I took on Bank Nifty. It was a pretty straightforward setup, very simple. If you know the concepts of price action, it's going to be very easy. So again, I'll just briefly explain it. I got a channel pattern. I got a double bottom, which is a reversal pattern. I got a breakout from the double bottom. I got a retest back to my supply zone. So earlier, which was my supply zone, has now become a demand zone. And then from there, I just went in for a buy position over here and exited at the next zone. This much is clear. Bank Nifty was a very, very, very straightforward setup. It was not difficult at all. I think all the members, and I think most of the members in the community have already taken this trade. Yeah, so this was a very straightforward setup. It was a good trade. It was a good way of making some small amount of money. Yeah, now apart from this, the second trade that I took was in crude oil. So I'll just show you the setup in that as well.